to this week's episode of SVSN. I'm Caitlin.
I'm Grace.
And today we have lots of things to talk about.
Okay, so our first story, let's take you out to Bryce to see how the boys' first sectional semi game went.
Thanks, guys. The Piketon boys basketball team played Lynchburg Clay Tuesday night at Waverly High School in their first tournament game. The Red Streaks won with a 22-55 blowout victory against Lynchburg Clay in the sectional semifinal. The first quarter was close, ending with a score of 11-8, Piketon only having a 3-point lead. As the game progressed, Piketon began to outscore Lynchburg. After that, it was history as the Red Streaks took the lead. Piketon's defense playing a big role in the victory, having 14 steals in the game. Alex Blanton led the team, scoring 17 points. Piketon moves on to play North Adams tomorrow at 6 p.m. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Bryce. Spring is upon us, which means softball. Let's take it out to Savannah for our first softball segment of the year.
Thanks, Grace and Caitlin. Today I'm here with softball seniors Cameron Alexander, Macy Conley, and Brittany Pettit. Today I'm going to be asking them how their season is going to look. Cameron, what is your favorite memory from softball all these years after playing?
My favorite memory is definitely our sophomore year when we made it to regionals and we were playing Wheelersburg. It was tied until the 5th inning and they made a little breakthrough, but just having the town rally behind you and all the support from everyone, it was just great.
Brittany, what do you hope to achieve this year? A winning season and bonding with the whole team. Macy, what is your team looking like this year?
I'm not going to say we're young, but we're new. We lost like 6 seniors last year, so we're definitely kind of starting over this year. We're really low in numbers, but we have some quality, so we just really got to kind of put the puzzle pieces together and learn how to play together because we've never played together before.
Yeah. Okay, and Cam, obviously you are unable to play this year, so how are you going to contribute to the team?
Hopefully I get to keep stats and I'm definitely going to be there for moral support. Anytime anyone needs anything, I'll always be there and I'll be at all the games, so.
Back to you, Grace and Caitlin.
Thanks, Savannah, for that awesome story. Now, along with softball time also means musical time.
It's our springtime musicale.
Let's take it out to Cheyenne, where she talks about the musical and how it's going so far.
Thanks, Grace and Caitlin. This year, the Piketon High School Musical Department will be performing the production of Curtains. Curtains is a parody of 1950s murder mysteries, where Detective Lieutenant Frank Chaffee investigates a series of murders that take place behind the scenes of a 1950s cowboy musical, Robin Hood. This murder mystery show is also a hilarious comedy, and it won't disappoint with its fabulous sets, costumes, and dance numbers that will have you tapping your toes but still wondering who done it. The show dates are Friday, March 1st at 7 o'clock p.m., Saturday, March 2nd at 2 o'clock p.m. and 7 o'clock p.m., and Sunday, March 3rd at 2 o'clock p.m. All seats are just $8. Call 740-289-4117 to reserve your tickets now. Back to you, Grace and Caitlin.
Thanks, Cheyenne, for that awesome story.
Let's take it out to Avery, where he has some insights on the History Club movie.
Thanks, guys. Next week... Wait, keep it going, they can cut it out. Thanks, guys. Every day next week during Rise, the History Club is going to be watching movies in honor of Black History Month. They're going to be watching 3 movies. They're going to be watching Selma, which is about Martin Luther King Jr. and his rallies in Montgomery, Alabama. They're going to be watching 42, which is about the first African-American baseball player. And lastly, they're going to be watching Dunkirk, which is about the rescue of British soldiers in World War II. So if you're in a History Club, go and watch them. I know I'll be there. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Avery. Don't forget that the ACT for juniors has been rescheduled for March 12th.
Also, don't forget, any students that are interested in taking college op or dual credit to sign up in the guidance for the Accuplacer test on March 6th.
And lastly, CTC Hands-On Day is on March 7th.
Thank you for joining in on this week's episode of SVSN, and don't forget to join me and Katie Girl next week.